everyone. Are you ready to help me sing this morning? Put on your glasses first. Here are Grandma's spectacles and here is Grandma's hat. This is the way she folds her hands and puts them in her lap. Here are Grandpa's spectacles and here is Grandpa's hat. This is the way he folds his arms and sits like that. Is this right? Okay, we're going to make a snowman. Can you help me? Roll him until he is big. Roll him until he is fat as a pig. He has 2 eyes and a hat on his head. He'll stand there all night while we go to bed. Here we go. Roll him until he is big. Roll him until he is fat as a pig. He has 2 eyes and a hat on his head. He'll stand there all night while we go to bed. Okay, I've got some little snowmen here. 5 little snowmen. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little snowmen. Here we go. 5 little snowmen standing in a row, each with a hat and a pretty nice bow. 5 little snowmen, where will they go? Wait till the sun shines, then they will go. Down, down, down in the melting snow. Bye-bye, little snowman. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 little snowmen melting away on this warm day. Okay, put on your boots. Here we go. Put on your boots. Zip up your coat. Wrap the scarf around your throat. Put on your mittens. Shout hooray, it's a wonderful snowy day. We have a story today about a little hedgehog on a snowy day. It's called One Winter's Day. It's by M. Christina Butler, illustrated by Tina McNaughton. It's about a little hedgehog. Little Hedgehog was making his bed for the winter when a sudden gust of wind blew him off his feet. It took hold of his cozy nest and tossed it high into the air. Little Hedgehog trembled as the wind whistled around him, and he wondered what to do. He caught hold of his scarf and hat and mittens before they blew away, and he tried to find shelter under the tree roots. But wherever he went, the wind blew there as well. I'll have to stay with Badger until this storm has gone, he said at last, pulling his woolly hat firmly over his prickles. Then he snuggled into his cozy scarf, put on his mittens, and with a deep breath, he set off. The wind was even stronger in the meadow. Leaves swirled here and there, and snowflakes filled the air. Little Hedgehog hadn't gone far when he bumped into a family of field mice shivering in the long grass. I've never known such a storm, squeaked Mother Mouse. The wind has blown our nest far away, and my poor babies are so cold. My home is blown away as well, said Little Hedgehog. I'm on my way to stay with Badger, but I have just the thing to warm you up. And he took off his woolly hat and gave it to the mice. Oh, lovely, lovely, they squeaked. They snuggled down out of the wind. Thank you, Little Hedgehog. It was just the right size. Little Hedgehog tucked his nose inside his scarf and ran along beside the racing river. Otter was on the bank, huffing and puffing on his paws. Hello, Otter, shouted Little Hedgehog. What are you doing? Oh, hello, Hedgehog, replied Otter. My fur coat keeps me warm, but my paws are freezing. Here, have these, said Little Hedgehog, giving Otter his mittens. They should do the trick. Thank you, Little Hedgehog, said Otter. These are great, but shouldn't you be at home in this cold weather? I have no home anymore, Little Hedgehog replied sadly. The wind has blown it away. And running on, he cried, I'm going to stay with Badger. By the time Little Hedgehog reached the woods, the snow was getting deeper. On and on he struggled, picking his way between snowdrifts as the wind howled around him. A mother deer and her fawn were sheltering in the bushes. Oh, Little Hedgehog, why aren't you in your nest in this awful storm? She asked. So Little Hedgehog told Mother Deer about his nest blowing away. But as he spoke, he saw that the little fawn was shaking with cold. "Here, take this," he said, giving the fawn his scarf. "How kind you are," said Mother Deer. "Thank you, Little Hedgehog." Little Hedgehog pattered on faster and faster. But just as he finally saw Badger's house at the bottom of the hill, he skidded on the icy path. "Help!" he cried as he went bumping and bouncing through the snow. Badger was making tea when he heard a big thud outside. "Whatever was that?" he cried, dropping his toast. When he opened the door, a prickly snowball rolled in. "Gracious me," he said in surprise, "it's Little Hedgehog." Badger carried Little Hedgehog to an armchair by the fire and gave him a cup of tea. Little Hedgehog told Badger about his journey through the storm, and then, cozy and warm, he fell fast asleep. Little Hedgehog stayed with Badger until the storm had gone. As they walked to where his house had been, Little Hedgehog was very worried. "How can I build a strong new nest if all the leaves and twigs have blown away and there's nothing left?" he asked anxiously. "I'll help you," said Badger kindly. "We're nearly there now." "Surprise!" came the cry when they turned the corner. Little Hedgehog gasped with delight. The animals he'd met in the storm had made him the coziest nest he'd ever seen. They used his hat, they used his mittens, they used his scarf. "For the kindest hedgehog in the world," they all cried together. Oh, isn't that nice? It's nice to share. He shared with everyone he met. Okay, get out your snowflakes. We don't have snowflakes. "Snow is falling, falling down to the ground, falling on my little nose, falling on my little toes, falling down to the ground. Snow is falling, falling down on the ground, falling on my little nose, falling on my little toes, falling down on the ground." Okay, I hope you have a warm and cozy day. Stay warm. Bye-bye.